How are y'all doing, everybody? 1,300 people in the stream already. That's incredible. About to get started in a second here. Good morning, good morning. Liz the Biz. Always a pleasure seeing you. Sean Cappuccino as well. A couple regulars in here, and also some new people. Daryl Renz, Jamie Davis, Moen Hunter, and Shell. How are we all doing? Hey, Nisi, good to see you again. Cheryl, Kathy, Amy, Christina, Sheila. $1 Million Minds. People watching from Scotland. What's up, Tricky Detective? Lovely seeing you. Steffi as well, another regular. Good seeing you. April Wine and David. So many regulars in here now. What's up, Alessandra? I hear you. Yep. Guys, it's hump day. Can you believe it? We're halfway through the week. This week's kind of been dragging a little bit for me. Not too bad. Making some good leeway. What about you guys? Nova Scotia. What's up, Cappy and Rico? And Tasty. Tasty Panda Trails. Watching from Hong Kong? Oh, jeez. Deborah Lloyd's watching from Baltimore, Maryland. Jenny from Wisconsin. Greg, nothing's happening just yet. We're about to start TMZ Live. But what I think is happening over here is one of our news desk producers, one of our news producers, is filling Harvey in on something a source said. Maybe this is something you guys will get to find out in a couple minutes. Am I from Narnia? Yes. What's up, Abel? I'm glad you're doing good, Cheryl. Ulysses watching from Virginia. David from Augusta. Elizabeth, an LA local. Good to see. Always good to see some locals in here. So honored you guys would tune in at 9:30 in the morning to watch TMZ, the TMZ live stream. It's a real blessing to us, guys. Seriously, thank you. Chicago's in the building. Hawaii as well. Hello from Norway. God, we have people watching from all over the world. Saw someone from Nigeria in here the other day. Hello from Aruba. How's your week been so far, guys? Bristol, Tennessee. Is Diddy free? No, he is not free. He offered the judge $50 million worth of bail, and the judge said, I'm not having it. You're going to stay in MDC Brooklyn until October 3rd when we sentence you, so we're definitely going to have some type of live stream regarding his actual sentencing on October 3rd. Will he get out? Will he stay in? Who knows? It could be time served. Again, he's been in MDC Brooklyn for a long time now, and depending on the severity of the charges, he might have already served the time. So it's very possible on October 3rd he could get out. Who knows? (5:30 in the evening. Well, I'm glad I can wrap up your day with a nice live stream here. Is Anakin there today? Yes, he is. He's right in front of me. Give him a wave, Anakin. Are you mic'd up or no?
I am mic'd up.
You are mic'd up.
My mic
We get
is
mic up for Anakin.
But yeah, I am present.
Anakin is currently, what are you looking at right now?
I'm doing sales articles right now.
Ah, he's doing sales articles.
This is definitely not for me. You wouldn't catch me dead within 2 miles of this stuff. No idea what this is.
Damn.
The reason why I wanted to, I mean, first of all,
Alpha Jackson, I like your name. Tawanda, where is Tawanda? Tawanda's down there. I don't know if she's reading chat yet, but I'll let her know you said hello. What's up, Rachel? Another regular. Good to see you again. My voice sounds like I offer kids candy. Dude, I am a kid. Sorry to hear that, Miss Rue. That's terrible. I think we're about to get ready in a sec here. Okay then, just deep in conversation, these two. Just our news desk producers, Jamie and Cameron. Okay. They might not know we're live. It's all right. What's up, Darlene? Good to see you. 2,000 people in the stream now. We haven't even started yet. That's insane. That's insane. Guys, if we can we get to 1,000 likes before we even begin the show? Usually I have to hold my breath at the end of each stream. I go and check that number, like, did we make it? I appreciate that, Steffi. Thank you. Shout out to bro. Either you're a stalker or you live in East. If you live in East London, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Let's see. Are you guys watching the Hunting Wives?
Are they watching right now? That's a good question. What reality TV are they watching?
Yeah. What reality TV are you watching?
Boom.
Drop a poll. Is Hunting Wives?
I'm from originally.
It's not.
From East Ham.
Now I gotta see if the
East
people
London.
are fucking with us. Oh.
These two.
So yeah.
Like, are they?
Shout out East London. And then right before I moved to the US, I lived in Ilford. So if we have any Londoners in here, you know where that is.
doing that right now. I agree.
Crazy Days, yeah, I saw that AI video as well. A lot of controversy around that, but honestly, I think if it's expressive to the point where you're shedding light on his death and you're trying to make people happy with it, I don't see an issue. Obviously, you can see Charles is gone today. Went on vacation again. Can you believe it? Out of Chaos, good to see you, man. Another regular in the stream. halfway to 1,000 likes on YouTube. That's insane. That is insane. Stream hasn't even started yet. 2,300 people. There's some kind of commotion.
Berman, Brett Berman.
Having it. Nine 502.
We're streaming, but I don't know if they can hear him. Okay. All right. Okay. Private stuff over there.
Outside the house was Sunday. Happened between
Oh, wow, you worked in Clapham? Best reality show is Big Brother and Below Deck. You reading chat?
I don't know. I
Reading
saw
chat, Tawanda?
Below Deck and Big Brother. Personally, Love Island for me. I have been fighting for my life for Love Island. No, I just said I don't watch Big Brother. I just said but someone said that Big Brother is the best. What reality
did we hit
TV show
1,000?
would you?
No, we didn't hit 1,000 likes.
think it's better than
Why are you
Love
guys lying
Island?
to me?
I watched
We didn't hit it.
7 episodes. It's just
No way we hit it.
You get behind and it's like,
So is Big Brother. Big Brother has so many episodes as well.
3 a week.
Wait, what are we doing?
We're talking
get my hopes too high,
reality
Nisi.
TV
Come on now.
shows and what we like to watch the most, or what we're watching
I
right
watched it with my
now.
mom growing up. Me too. Oh, really? So I
Big
still
Brother?
watch it. Yeah.
I could never get into it.
Like, you wouldn't expect I would be into Big Brother, but it's good.
Yes, I
Do you like
would.
this season? It's pretty boring, right?
The challenge.
Are they in a basement?
No one.
The
no one-
challenge
It
is fire.
might look like that, huh?
So it's like I'm not.
Do you,
I guess
Do
it
you watch
does.
the challenge?
With these stained windows, it does look a little bit like we're in a basement.
oh, here comes Jamie Schramm.
Fair enough.
The mustache.
Let's see what,
I have
what
no
the
rebuttal
comments
to that.
looking like. They're gonna make Love Island.
I'm gonna try to get some Big Brother people on from this podcast.
Almost 3,000 viewers. How is everyone doing? What's up, Utter Chaos? Good to see you, man. Guys, there's breaking news and then there's us breaking news. Does that make sense? Little tidbit of information there for you. Is Harvey's mic up? Am I talking over him? Okay. No, you can leave it down for now while he's figuring this out.
web art. Look at this picture of Denise. This looks like
Do we really have 1,000 likes? 'Cause that's not what I'm seeing. Am I going crazy? Am I seeing things that aren't real?
it does to you.
I see 659. I don't know about you guys.
No, I slipped. Let me go.
It's in pending, Harvey.
Got the bloody chin. Is that
TMZ Live is the best reality TV. I don't think you can get any more reality than this. Literally in real time, as it's happening. I mean, come on. No other newsroom's doing what we're doing. Billy D has the right idea. Smash the like, man. 700 likes. I really want to get to Harvey and tell Harvey before we start the show. We already have thousands of people watching. They've already hit 1,000 likes. Yeah. Yeah. Cheryl, I wish I could tell you, but honestly, I'm just the camera guy here. Anakin, what? Anakin, what? It's not on. It's not on.
917.
Oh, well, hey. My mic's on, so be careful. I know. Okay, just go and tell him. Dude. Just out here doxing people today. All right, I'm gonna walk away. See, and then things like that happen, which we have to watch out for, guys. Jeez. Sorry to crumple the mic there, guys.
Okay, let's start.
All right.
We up?
We're up.
Can anybody hear me in the control room?
We're gonna go.
Can anybody hear me in the control?
We're gonna go up with this. You're
Yeah,
good with
put it up. I would absolutely put it up.
Did you get, Jamie, did you get the statement from Gary?
He still hasn't sent it to me.
The guy.
I mean, he's.
Oh, from Garrett.
Well, because, I mean, to be fair to them, we're like,
Another East Londoner? No way.
he wasn't around.
Another East Londoner in here. Some of you have got to be lying, right? Surely there's not.
He hasn't been near her. I mean, this story should.
Not a lot of people in East London,
That
I would
that
imagine,
it
know
is-
what TMZ is.
Does the story make it clear that this is really important? That she's made an allegation. He hit her, and he has said that she. What was his?
He had claimed that black eye she was drunk and fell into a
Right.
hole.
That she had been drunk and fell. So we need to make that clear. And do you have the picture of the old injury
Almost
in
1K.
there?
Technically, we haven't started the show yet, so you guys are
Is it
close. We need 110 likes more.
Okay. Guys, when you're writing these, Austin,
Jackson, why the ads? I don't know.
I
I'm
need you
sorry.
to stop what you're doing and fix this story.
YouTube gods are
and
not
this
looking
is again
favorably
where somebody
you.
needs to speak up.
Damn, we're almost there.
Okay. Then why did if it came up? Why?
Wow, good to see you all. A lot of people that I have never seen before in chat. What's up, Jamie and Stephanie? Darlene. Oh my God, so many people in here that are just completely new to the stream. So what we're trying to find out now, I think, something about a story that we can't exactly talk about yet, but Harvey's talking to our news desk producers, trying to find out what they know. Does Harvey have a 1,000 times small shirts? 1,000 extra small shirts in the same color? Maybe. I did. I went over there and I was like, Anakin, what are you doing? What's going on over here? What is that in the distance, guys? West London rocks? Nah, come on now. Come on. Bournemouth in South England, wow. Close to 1,000 likes already. My God. Essex? Really? I don't know if you guys are like, maybe I'm just cynical. I just can't imagine anyone in East London watching the TMZ live stream. It must be only like 6 p.m. over there or something. Wow. We have a fan club in East London. You have to, that has to be, there's no way. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Go to East London. Go to East Ham and you walk around and be like, yeah, this is where a TMZ fan club would be. No, really? Give me some information about this East London TMZ fan club. What are they called? Where can I find them? They have an Instagram? What's up, Sandy? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Guys, we did oh my God. We did 1,000 likes. Wanda. We had 1,000 likes and the show hasn't even started yet.
Oh, well, hey, because I asked that good question. People love talking about TV.
That's insane. That's actually.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we have a really interesting Denise Richards story. What do we start? So again, welcome everybody. Hi. It's been a tough day. There's just a lot going on. Charles is gone. I don't want to tell you all my problems, but never run a company. I just am giving people advice. Never run a company. Just do not do it. And I was literally telling people in the morning meeting today that when my dad owned a liquor store and he had one employee and it was just a hassle. There were always problems and it was tough for them. And I watched this growing up and then I realized, okay, I never want to do that. I never want to run a store because that would be terrible. It's just such a hassle. Same thing. It's just I got 200 people and my dad had one guy, but there are always problems. And okay, I'm just going to unload this. And so Malcolm Gladwell wrote this fabulous book, Tipping Point. And it was so interesting. He said, and I remember reading this, and at the time we had 162 people. And I read this book, and he said, I believe he said the magic number is 170. That when you have 170 employees, everything gets complicated. And it doesn't become a cohesive shop and all, and talked about this, and it's a lot harder to manage. And I remember reading and thinking, this is ridiculous. You know, how can there be a magic number like that? And I remember as I was reading it, thinking, oh, come on, although it's a great book. Oh my God, he was right. Literally 100, the minute we hit that number, all that stuff he wrote about happened. And it's just a harder thing. Okay, I got that off my chest, and it didn't cost me any money, which is great. Charlie Neff is laughing at me, but it's true.
You want some good news?
Yeah, I want some good news.
We've hit over 1,000 likes, and we haven't even started the show yet.
Oh, okay, I got more. And then I find out, that for our other show, we have two guys voicing over our TV show, the funny TV show, TMZ on TV. And they're both great. Well, we let both of them go on vacation at the same time. And we find out yesterday, late afternoon, and it's like, who's gonna voice over the show? And we're like dealing with this and trying, and finally Jim decided, no, oh God. Oh my God.
Imagine.
Charlie.
Wait, people don't like the guy's voice. They already don't like my voice.
They love the guy's voice.
What are you talking about? They love the guy's voice.
It is two people, yeah.
A lot of people know that.
Oh my
What?
gosh, that'd be so much fun. Where I'm like, welcome to TMZ.
That's not the way the show
It'd be
goes.
a pump up episode.
Oh my God.
I would watch it.
Anyway, enough of my problems. Okay.
I'll believe some of you.
Wait a minute. Why are we doing Luigi first? I thought we were doing. No. I know, but is this B? Oh, we put Luigi in A. Right. So what do you want? 2 minutes?
I don't comment
who
much,
got him?
but watch almost every day. Thanks to AU Megu.
All right. Okay. So again, we do, for people who are new, we do our TMZ live show during the live stream. So we're going live God, we got two really interesting things today. They're really, that's why Devin was at my desk. He was filling me in on a story that he's been working on. By the way, great job on that. Seriously, really good job. And he was filling me in on something that we're going to be doing in a couple of minutes. That's just fascinating. But anyway, so we're doing our TMZ live show. As part of our live stream, we cut it up. So there are going to be times when I'm talking to the camera knowing that this is TMZ Live, but then we'll keep going and allow it and have you guys tell us what you think about stuff. So here we go. This is going to be the middle of a segment that we do on the TV show. Okay. So one of the most unsurprising things that I have seen this year is that there is a buzz about doing a movie on Luigi Mangione, the person who apparently executed Brian Thompson, the healthcare CEO. And there is just no doubt in my mind that you are going to see this on streaming, on the big screen. It is a sought-after project, it turns out, and I know that because on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen last night, the person the internet is talking about playing Luigi is Dave Franco. He's on, and Andy asks him about whether he would take a role like this.
A fan calls in and does ask.
But everybody's asking this on the internet.
Everyone is.
Okay, so watch what Dave Franco says.
My question for Dave is, since the entire internet wanted you to play Luigi Mangione in a movie, would you want to play him in a biopic if it was offered to you?
Oh, how do I answer this? No one has approached me about it yet, I'll say that. This is something that more people in my life reached out about this exact thing than anything else that has ever happened. Wow. Let's just say I'm open if it's the right people, and let's leave it at that.
How about this? Let's leave it at this. He is dying for this role. I mean,
really? That's kind of an uncomfortable role to play, though.
He might as well have just said, I will do anything for this role. I mean, he literally just said that.
He said if it's the right people.
No, he said he wants this role.
All right,
because everybody's gonna watch this. And you know, the trick to it is, do you wait till the trial is over, or do you just do the backstory now?
Right.
I don't think people are going to wait.
They did do a musical, right? They had that Luigi musical
in San Francisco.
Right, but a whole biopic, I feel like you're right, I feel like it's too soon.
They're going to do it. I mean, the only reason they wait is that when the defense puts on its case, they're going to explain. Because look, it's going to be real hard to say he didn't do it. I mean, at this point, it's pretty clear Luigi Mangione committed that murder. So now the question is, how do they defend it? And do they go in for temporary insanity, some kind of diminished capacity? But whatever they do, if they own up to it, they've got to come up with some excuse to allow the jury to do something other than, I don't know, first-degree murder. And if they're going to do that, they're going to put on psychiatrists, talk about his life, and then you're going to be able to put everything in context and probably have more meat for a script that would ultimately turn into a movie.
Totally.
But when you do it now, a lot of it's going to be speculation, but I think first script wins. So I think it's going to happen before the trial.
My name's Brianna, and I'm from Ventura County. I think that Dave definitely possesses a resemblance to Luigi that could absolutely help him land the role. And with more critically acclaimed performances under his belt as of late, it's possible he's searching for that part that could help him generate some Oscar buzz.
Isn't that weird, though? You're talking about Oscar buzz, and this guy's on trial still or going to go on trial for first-degree murder. I mean, it's like, oh, now we're talking Oscar buzz for him? That doesn't bother you a little bit?
I suppose he really resonated with the people in some way, regardless of like the moral implications of what he did.
He clearly did. He clearly resonated. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, God, when you think about this, it's crazy. I mean, this can be a huge movie if it's done right. Because, you know, it's interesting. We did a documentary on him, on Luigi, right after the murder, and we talked to these 2 German tourists who actually went on the road with him on vacation for a week or 2. And they were talking about his life. We talked to people in San Francisco who lived with him. We talked to people in Hawaii who lived with him. So you can piece together a lot of stories about him and about, you know, his personal life, his relationship with his family, the turn he made, how he was obsessed with corporate greed. There's a lot you could do even before the trial starts.
Could also touch on his intellect.
Oh, he's really
extremely smart.
He's a really smart guy.
In Baltimore have a lot of ties. Like we sent, I don't know what I can say on here.
We went to Baltimore.
We sent one of our producers up there, and everyone in Baltimore knew Luigi.
Well, the family is famous in Baltimore.
Yeah,
they're a very they're a famous local family there.
Yes,
and
they own a lot
with a lot of power.
Yes,
and I don't know. It's what is this?
The pullout for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, this is a pullout.
Why do murderers get to have movies made after them? Not good for their already big ego.
Say again.
Why do murderers get to have movies made after them? Not good for their already big ego.
Well, because murder is interesting. I mean, come on. You're talking to the guy that basically spent 2 years of his life covering the O.J. Simpson case every day and night. And I know what that did with the public, and that's all people talked about. That's all people talked about. During the Manson murders, that was all people talked about. So when you look at these, you know, look, the biggest thing on streaming is crime, and it's usually murder. So I can tell you that we've been in talks with various people. All they want is, you know, streaming companies, all they want is crime. They love crime. Mm-hmm. So they love what people want, and what people want is crime. Oh, that's me. Hold on. I'm not going to take it. Oh, and if the person who is calling me is also listening on the stream when I just said I'm not going to take it, which I just realized. Sorry about that. That was really stupid of me. Okay, go on.
Hopefully it wasn't Mark.
No, it wasn't Mark.
Okay. No, everyone's just saying free Luigi. Oh,
Why? Why?
Why wouldn't you free Luigi?
Why free Luigi?
Why free Luigi?
Why? Yeah, you're acting surprised?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why free Luigi? Because we kind of like it when people shoot other people in the back because they don't like their views.
The argument is that these healthcare companies have done more damage to people.
I'm not
than
denying.
Luigi ever
I'm not.
could.
Well, I'm not denying that. But the solution, the remedy, is not to go and assassinate people. The remedy is to change the laws. The remedy is to get people in office who actually will do more than bullshit you and say what they think you want to hear, and they will actually do it. That's the remedy.
But the sentiment is, and chat, let me know if you agree with me, is that we don't really trust our government anymore. And the most efficient revolutions throughout the course of human history have involved large amounts of violence.
Okay.
And that was Luigi's theory in the book.
So then you're sanctioning one person in one political party going out and shooting somebody from another political party because they disagree with them. You're sanctioning somebody who is pro-abortion shooting somebody who is anti-abortion.
No, I'm not. No,
really?
I'm not.
What's the difference?
Because
it's just everybody has strong views.
It's not a left versus right issue. It's an up versus down issue.
You can make an argument about abortion that way. You can make an argument
versus right.
You can make an argument. Okay, well then how about this? You know, go do it to billionaires. How about that? It's an up versus down issue. So billionaires become fair game. Really? You're going to do that? And then when you get to billionaires, then you do millionaires. And then when you get rid of the millionaires, then you start shooting people who are making $100,000 a year or more. So is that the way we want to run the society? If the answer is yes, so it is.
I don't think it's that linear. But
well, really, what's the difference? What's the difference? You said up versus down.
Yeah, it's an up
There's
versus
no
down
up
issue.
versus down that's more defined than money.
I'm not calling for the massacre of billionaires, but I am calling. What I'm saying is, if there's a billionaire that's made most of his fortune off of like arduous child labor in other countries, and are just.
Oh, then that's okay.
Yeah,
then it's okay to
children
shoot.
to work
Then
in
it's okay to
factories
shoot.
and mines.
I hope it's you. Well, am I hoping it's you talking or somebody on the stream talking?
I am.
I'm actually hoping it's somebody from the stream.
I'm speaking for the stream. I'm not calling for the murders of.
But they are.
But you don't think this guy
Yeah.
worked his whole life to like climb up as a CEO?
What do you know about
he
Alex
did.
Thompson? What do you know? Not Alex. I'm sorry. What do you know about Brian Thompson? What do you know about him? I mean, what do you know about his views?
Personally, nothing.
Well, okay,
That is that,
then guys,
that's
what if he wanted, because there was some talk that he did want to reform United Healthcare.
Exactly.
There was some talk about that. So what do you know about Brian Thompson to say, oh, well, he was justified in shooting him?
I'm not saying he was justified. I'm trying. You said why free Luigi, and I was trying to explain what their point of view.
No,
is.
and I'm saying it's BS. I'm saying the point of view is BS.
I agree with you, Harvey.
And the logical extension is let's start eliminating anybody who's got more than you. Come on. Okay. So, okay, I'm just going to read what she said, and you're going to put it up on the screen. And don't wait for me.
Okay.
But I want to get this first.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay, we have talked a lot about pendulums and the way it swings to the left and usually too far, and then the reaction is swinging to the right and usually too far. That's our society right now. Jamie Lee Curtis has swung hard, I think, and honestly, I just think this is insane. So, and I like her. I think she's a great actress and she's a cool person, but I just think this is insane. So here's what she said. She said, and this is a quote, I've been very vocal about the genocide of a generation of women by the cosmeceutical industry. That's the cosmetic industry. The cosmeceutical industrial complex who have disfigured themselves. And that is saying that women have disfigured themselves by the cosmetology industry to a point it has become genocide. And she's saying it because she thinks that plastic surgery has ruined women. She said once that she had bags under her eyes and somebody said, oh, you gotta do something about that. And she regretted it.
She got those bags removed surgically, and she regretted doing that. And she did get addicted to painkillers from that procedure.
Which is bad.
Which is bad. But she has come out fully swinging against the plastic surgery industry. You know who this is not sitting well with?
The Kardashians.
Well, probably them too, but Terry Dubrow, Dr. Terry Dubrow. So we actually got him out and asked him about her comments, and he went scorched.
Well, and he's interesting because he's the star of Botched.
Yeah, so he's seen the good, the bad, the ugly.
Well, he's seen the bad, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Recently, Jamie Lee Curtis made a comment calling plastic surgery a genocide disfigurement. What's your take on those remarks? What do you think about that? Okay. What did you think when you heard that?
And I thought, Jamie Lee Curtis is a great actress, but maybe Jamie Lee Curtis needs a dictionary because it's not genocide. Okay, last time I checked, it's not a crime against humanity, and Botox is not a crime against humanity. It's not genocide, and Jamie, you're an amazing actress, but stick to acting.
Have you ever heard of people who have said that something, oh my God, living there is like Auschwitz, and they get destroyed for saying that appropriately because you can't compare one to the other. To talk about genocide in the sense of plastic surgery, which is, first of all, it's a very subjective thing. Look, I got veneers, okay? I'm not
You
gonna
look
hide.
great, Harvey.
No, I'm not asking for, what I'm saying is, it's vain.
Sure, but this is also LA, and you can do whatever you want to your body.
You can do whatever you want in any city. And if you want to do a nose job, or you want to do a boob job, or you want to do liposuction, yeah, there are risks in it, and there are good doctors and bad doctors. They can kill you if they don't know what they're doing. and they can get you addicted to drugs if they don't know what you're doing. But that doesn't mean that
it's a genocide.
and that it's all bad. And to start calling this all bad and genocidal, it's why there's a reaction that swings totally the other way. Because it's like, let people live their own life.
Right.
On
And
both sides. Let them live their own life.
One thing that Terry DeBro did say that I agreed with was he said, like, it's good to have conversations like this because if you are interested in getting plastic surgery, it gives you a pause and it'll make you not want to do as much.
Well, you should always check. I mean, you should always check to make sure you got the right doctor. I've done stories as a local news reporter of doctors who were killing people. And we've seen examples of doctors who have killed people that we've covered on TMZ. It can happen. You got to do your research. But to say it's all bad, it's genocidal, I think is ridiculous.
Hi, I'm Cameron Hirschman out of New York City, and I think personally what Jamie Lynn Curtis said was a bit extreme. I think especially in the state of the world right now, that word should probably not be used so lightly. However, I do think what maybe she was trying to say is plastic surgery right now is an epidemic in modern times, right? Not a genocide. Also, Dr. Dubrow is the end-all be-all expert of plastic surgery. Who wouldn't want to go to him?
Well, yeah, and by the way, when you say it's an epidemic, it just means it's popular. That's, you know, you can have an epidemic of good things. And if people want it and they feel better about themselves, more power to them. Yes?
Still talking about Mangione.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. People feel very strongly about it.
Well, I'm sorry. You're crazy. You're crazy. If you are countenancing that kind of violence, that you can basically kill somebody because here's what we found out about Luigi, and maybe we'll find out more, but what he was obsessed with was corporate greed. And it wasn't necessarily just involving the healthcare industry, that the books that he was obsessed with were not specifically about healthcare, except for one. And it wasn't even about what the issue is that everybody's talking about, of coverage. But, you know, he was talking about corporate greed generally. And so if you want to look at corporate greed, you might as well just look at the New York Stock Exchange and just start eliminating every CEO on there. I'm not advocating that. I'm saying that's how ridiculous this is. Because, yeah, corporations want to make money. They want to make money. They want to maximize profit. That's what people call corporate greed, others call capitalism, okay? And you may not like capitalism, but that's what it is. It's about making money. Can you imagine a corporation saying, yeah, we don't want to make a lot of money. They'll get fired, right? The CEO is going to get fired. That's what a corporation is inherently. And anybody who owns a stock, what you want that company to say, we're not going to maximize profits. We don't want to do that. You wouldn't buy that stock. And millions of people have stocks. And if you have a 401k, you have stock in your portfolio. So don't be a hypocrite. How's that?
There is one comment about the plastic surgery story.
Yeah.
Veronica says he wouldn't be rich or have a job with no plastic surgery, and people who are obsessed with their looks, of course he isn't going to agree with her.
Wait a minute, say that again?
He wouldn't be rich or have a job without plastic surgery.
Who, Terry?
And people, Terry.
Yeah,
and
he's a plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what?
But they're saying, of course he would never agree with her. Of course he would just absolutely.
But why would you agree with her? Why would you agree with Jamie Lee Curtis that plastic surgery is genocide against women? First of all,
also, plastic surgery
Charlie's
isn't
right.
just for, you want to fix your nose. Like, it can also be like you have a cleft lip and you want it to look not as, crazy, or you have one eye that's naturally bigger than the other. A plastic surgeon can come in and fix that. So it's not just like, I want my nose to not have a curve.
Or you just want to fix your nose.
Yeah.
So what? You want to fix your nose. I mean, so what? How do you call that genocide? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, someone says genocide is extreme, but we need to teach young girls how to love and embrace their natural features.
Okay, so tell that to the Kardashians, okay? So you
Too
should
far gone.
just be just the way you're born, okay? Why do people change their hair? Why do people work out and change their body? Why do people do all sorts of things that are vain? Because that's called life. And plastic surgery is part of that. It's not different from somebody who wants to drop 50 pounds and they change their diet and they go to the gym because they don't like just the way they are. And it's the same thing with plastic surgery. It's just a different way of doing it.
I agree. All right, I think it's time to move on.
What?
Complain about plastic surgery, just simply can't afford it, which is, that's like literally, that's it. Because if you could, you would. Like there's something on everyone's something that they would maybe just change. Just even a micro tweak. If you have an issue with it, it's just probably because you can't afford it.
Or it may not even be your thing, but if it's not your thing, don't impose your view on everybody else.
Yeah, because
right?
there's literally nothing.
Okay, I got that off my chest. Okay. I think I've pissed off everybody in the live stream so far.
We're like angsty today. We're like ready. You're like.
No, but when Charles is gone, I just go nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone said Charles is the voice of reason. He's not allowed to be on vacation.
Oh, really? Okay, why am I not being reasonable here?
2 vacations. Charles.
I know. Well, no, he's not on vacation.
Is he watching this live stream right now?
He's at a convention.
Oh, he's going somewhere.
No, he's at a convention. For us.
Oh, okay.
It's important. What's up, Reagan? Oh.
Oh yeah. So do you want to?
Yeah, they're saying that it's some cosmetic procedure that she got.
No, they're saying it's lighting.
Wait a minute, that's not lighting. Wait a minute, those are
There are two things.
They're two separate things.
Yeah.
Right. Lighting, shadow.
Who's saying this?
Oh,
the person you talked
yes,
to. Okay.
And
how do they? What's the cut in the chin?
Didn't have a good answer for that. We did mention it,
All
and
they're saying
they have not addressed it.
Lighting and
Veronica's
shadowing
spitting
and
facts today in
microneedling
chat.
PRP.
So wait a minute, those are two totally separate
Well,
things.
because it's. I mean, you. How long have you done this? You know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Right.
Harvey, it's exactly what I said to you up there. It's
But can you do me a favor? I just need you to read the story.
Yes.
And really make sure.
But wait, is it?
We can say what they say.
Yes.
But it's still
1,300
apparent-
likes.
Yeah.
Right.
My God. Can we
Well,
get to
she's saying two
2,000?
different things. She's saying
Is that too
lighting,
much of an ask?
then
Am I
she
being
says
cheeky?
microneedling, which explains the darkness. Yeah. So it's they're saying it's black. Maybe they're saying the lighting exacerbates it.
Lighting is the eye, but the microneedling is the chin.
The notes don't say that, Aaron.
Isn't that what it says?
No.
It says just a blanket statement.
They didn't say it, Eric. Don't overstate
What are your
it
opinions
says.
on the Luigi conversation
Yeah,
that Harvey
okay,
and I had,
then
guys?
publish it.
What side are you on?
Okay. Are we doing it now? Because I'm really into this story.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you've got the statement too?
Yeah, no, I have all the. Oh yeah.
No, Harvey, that is what they're saying.
Okay, and other people can jump in on this too.
No black eye, just what I told you. Lighting / shadow, and she had microneedling, PRP.
Where is the microneedling?
All over your face usually.
I don't even know. What
Could it be the eye?
But they would say the black eye is from the PRP. They're not saying it.
They're not saying where the microneedling was from.
They're saying the black eye is shadow.
Okay, here we go.
You've done this. It's exactly what I said to you.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. So there is a twist in the Denise Richards saga, her divorce saga. You know that a few weeks ago, she got a restraining order against her now estranged husband, claiming that he gave her a black eye, and she actually put in her restraining order documents this picture, which shows an extreme black eye. And he says that he never touched her, and what happened was she was drunk, he says, and she fell down the stairs and hurt herself. So now fast forward to a few days ago, when Denise Richards shows up at his, or the house they shared, but that he now lives in. There's a restraining order in place. He can't be within 100 yards of her. And she pulls up in her Corvette, and she wants to get one of their dogs. And the police are called. He doesn't want to be near her because he's afraid he's going to get arrested. So she ends up leaving, but she looked okay. Well, guess what? So we get these pictures now. So between over the weekend and now, Denise Richards looks different. This is a current picture of Denise Richards when she was out. And when you look, it seems that she has a black eye. And not just a black eye, but she has blood, it looks like, under her chin. So now the question, does this help her husband, who has said, it wasn't me?
I 100% this helps Aaron's side of things, because he originally responded to the photos and the restraining order, saying in 2022 he knew exactly how she got that black eye. He was claiming she showed up drunk to his office and fell, and that's how she got it. Well, as far as we know, they haven't seen each other within the last 2 days, and here she is. She has a black eye. Her team is saying, we reached out to people for Denise. They're saying two things. One, they're saying it's the shadow in the photo.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to the picture. So they're saying this is a shadow?
A shadow, but they're also...
Why isn't the other eye? Hey, can we, Alex, Renee, can you come over here real quick? So they're saying that's a shadow.
They're saying that.
How do they explain that?
They're also saying she got a microneedling procedure done on her face, but they're not being specific of if that's explaining the cut on her chin or if that's explaining why around her eye. I've never got microneedling done. I don't know.
Okay, well, but let's go back to the eye for a second. Alex is Alex runs our art department. You looked at this picture?
Yeah.
Could this be lighting?
No, because you see the shadow that the hat is casting is different than the shadow that is under her eye. It's clearly a black eye.
So they're saying two things, and to me, I mean, we were...
Well, but I don't want to get lost on that point. So you're saying because of the way the hat is positioned, that couldn't be lighting?
Correct.
But they're saying it's not a black eye, that it could just be from the procedure. So that procedure does make you like swollen. They use your own blood and they put like little teeny tiny needles all throughout your skin. It like produces collagen.
But why did they?
Possible this is actually like a red mark.
But why did they mention the lighting issue in their statement?
We asked, right? Yeah. We came to them and asked.
But why are they saying? But why are they saying if it's not a black eye, why did they just say it's microneedling? Why did they mention? No, but they said microneedling generally because we asked about this. But we asked about this and they said it was lighting. You're saying it couldn't be lighting.
That's not lighting.
Let me ask you this though. Do you not think this looks bad for Denise? Having a black eye when she's not around him, it tracks more with what Aaron was saying that he never touched.
Here's the thing about this. Would prosecutors go after him for domestic violence? This really complicates it, yes. But we don't even know that prosecutors would do that. In terms of the divorce, it doesn't matter because it's a no-fault state. She's in California. So it doesn't matter who did what.
What about in terms of public opinion?
Well, in public opinion, it does matter.
Yeah.
But, and you're right. But, you know, in terms of like, would the DA or the city attorney file charges against him? This makes it less likely.
Hi, I'm Rosalind from Montreal. Just to say one thing, I've had PRP and I've never had a bruise underneath my eye. Yes, you can get like redness in your skin. They don't usually go right near your eye, but it's really sad just to sort of see her in this state again. And, you know, obviously all this drama about divorce makes for good television, reality TV, because she's signed for another year, you know, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And does she have a type?
Well, now you're saying two different things. You're saying this is bad for her. You're suggesting that Aaron did this to her, right? I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know.
But she's obviously, you know, with people where there's conflict. So either she creates the conflict but conflict, irregardless, makes for good reality TV, don't you think?
I do. Reagan, I'm looking at the clock. It says 10:46. Oh. Dean Kane is B2. I agree. I agree. Well, the good thing about this too is these are all separate units, so we can move them around. So you want to make Denise B1, and you want to make wait a minute. I'm sorry. What would you say, Dean Kane? What?
Guys, what do you think about this Denise Richards black eye?
Well, because Jamie Lee is good. It's a good restart. Do you have anything else? Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do Michelle as B2, and then we have Michael Knowles in C, and then we have Jamie Lee as D1. Yeah, Jackson. Okay, what are they saying about this? The black eye and everything.
People are saying that every time they see Denise Richards in the headlines, they always hope it's about a new movie she's in or her looking good. But recently it's just been about potential domestic abuse.
Yeah, I mean, look, that does not look like lighting to me. I mean, more importantly, Alex Renee, who runs our art department, looked at this and he said, when you look at shadows, this is not lighting. And they mentioned two things, lighting and this microsurgery or whatever it is. But why mention lighting if your argument is that's lighting? It's not. And so ultimately, does it prove that he didn't hit her in the eye before she got the restraining order? No. But does it raise questions? And I think the answer is yes.
Mr. Money Sign says regarding the domestic abuse, if they keep repeating it, make you afraid, and offer you only two choices, congratulations, your consent was manufactured.
Well, I don't understand that. I mean, the real issue is, did he give her a black eye, or did she get it somewhere else and fake it and say that he did it because she was pissed at him because he filed for divorce? I think that's the question, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. Everyone is now they're still stuck on plastic surgery. There's a story behind.
You're one story behind all day long, guys.
There is a delay, to be honest. Also, they're talking to each
listen,
other.
I think the plastic surgery thing is crazy. And I like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, we do have one about, how dare you dismiss a woman who claims she was abused? This is horrible.
I'm not dismissing anything. I literally just said that I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. It's possible. Listen, it's possible he gave her a black eye then, and maybe she got it in a different way this time. I mean, people can get two black eyes. It's possible. All I'm saying is that she's made an allegation against him. His answer was, I didn't touch her, and she fell down the stairs. She was drunk. I have no idea. I wasn't there. All I'm saying is this second thing, where they're doing somersaults saying, oh, that's not a black eye, that's lighting. You know, who are you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes? When our guy is looking at it saying, it's not lighting, it's a black eye, then it just simply raises questions. I'm not saying there's a definitive answer, and it's not dismissing anybody, but how do you ignore it? I mean, I think you're ignoring it rather than me dismissing it.
We have a Luigi comment.
Okay.
Take one. Freddie Juarez says, yes.
Yeah, you can jump in on anything.
Yes, Luigi killed the CEO, but how many people have died because of denied health care?
I get it. Listen, do I think health insurance companies do terrible things? Yes. Do I think insurance companies generally do terrible things? Yes, they do. They're doing it with the fires in LA right now. They are doing horrible things to people who lost everything. And are they responsible for the deaths of a lot of people where they deny coverage and shouldn't? Yes, they do. I agree with you. I am appalled by what insurance companies do. This is not the remedy. That's all I'm saying. This is not the remedy.
Violence isn't the answer for it. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to move on.
Okay. On a lighter note.
Lunch?
Yeah, I haven't actually thought about. Oh, well. Anakin, do we have two options? Poke is one.
So for anyone that's watching the stream for the first time, I know we have some new viewers. We have this segment where you guys get to decide what Harvey eats for lunch. So we're about to find out what the options are, and then you guys are going to take a vote and we drop a poll.
Do they have... I wasn't crazy about the bowls.
They have tacos too.
I know, but I'm trying to avoid
bread.
Flour.
Avoid flour?
Yeah.
What else did I give you? I gave you.
Ugh.
I will always recommend the salmon bowl from the market.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, that's a good idea.
Poke?
So this, salmon bowl or poke?
Salmon bowl or poke. Both are equally. I actually had both of those yesterday.
What is the salmon bowl from the market?
It's the miso furikake bowl.
Yeah, I would either do salmon bowl or poke.
Yeah.
And you guys choose.
I always get it with avocado.
You chose good yesterday.
Damn.
They chose good yesterday?
Yeah,
They chose the right option.
The turkey burger.
Wow.
It was really good. The day before, it did not choose well. Did not choose well. Did not choose well.
Again, you can't get on their case for not choosing well when you give them two options. You
There was a better option. I know what I want. I know what I want them to say, but I'm not going to say.
Can I ask you something? Yeah. When was the last time you went to McDonald's?
I haven't been to McDonald's. I love McDonald's, but I haven't been in a long time.
Really?
I try to eat healthy.
You never just
No, the reason I try to eat healthy is that when you get older, you know, you're playing the odds. And so
that's true.
I'm doing it more just because I'm playing the odds here.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think you take good care of yourself.
Guys, so we were doing
believe me, I love McDonald's. There was a point where I lived on it.
It's not real food though, at all.
Oh, but the French fries.
The fries are the best.
The fries are just so good. And the problem with the fries is the smell. That if you're around somebody and you can smell them, but you can't have them, it's torture. What are we doing, Michelle? Okay, and can I just hear this real fast? Yeah. Give me a second.
All right, guys, miso bowl, excuse me, salmon bowl or poke bowl?
So I had to call him on the phone. So I had this image of
Okay, I got it. Okay, here we go.
Side. I don't think the poll's up yet.
Okay, we'll do it after the segment. Here we go. So I have read lots of books about Michelle and Barack Obama, and I'm fascinated by their lives. In her book, and back in both books, they talk about how they met, that she was at a big law firm in Chicago, and he was a summer intern, and she was his supervisor. And they ultimately fell in love, but it didn't start in love. It was not love at first sight. So Michelle has a podcast now, and she actually talked about what I remember reading in the book, because it was so clear to me, because I remember they had their first kiss outside an ice cream shop. So I remember a lot of this, but I hadn't heard her describe it until she did this podcast. Do you have this queued up?
Yep, we got it.
Okay.
He was assigned to be my advisee. So I had to call him on the phone. So I had this image of kind of this nerdy guy. And then the first kind of, sparky kind of feeling I felt actually was when I talked to him on the phone. and he had his Barack Obama voice. It was like, hello. It's like the voice was sexier than the image that I had about him. So I was sort of like, ooh, I didn't expect this. I had ruled him out, right? Because I was his advisor.
Sure.
So I was definitely in the, he's cute, but there, I had told myself it would be completely inappropriate for me to date this dude that I'm advising, right? It would be tacky.
But she did. But she did. And it's true. I remember in the book that they were kind of like going out and hanging out some, and they went to this ice cream shop.
She even tried to put him down with some of her friends. Like, she was trying to pawn him off to other people. What I think was happening was she knew the whole time. I think she's lying. She said there was like a slow burn thing. I think she knew from the moment she saw him that she wanted him, but like she said, he worked under her, so she knew it was not gonna look good. So she tried everything in her power to like not catch feelings or not develop feelings, but she couldn't help it. She was in love with him probably from the first time she saw him.
I don't think so, because when you read the book, they both say the same thing, that it wasn't this immediate thing like this, but it became that as they kind of, because they spent a lot of time together.
She said she felt like somewhat of a spark the first
she
time
didn't,
they had a phone call.
I don't remember her saying that in the book.
She was like, the first time we called before I even met him
She
on
liked
the
his
first
voice.
day.
She
Yeah,
liked
it's like,
his
oh, he
voice.
had a sexy voice, and then she talked to him. There's no way after you feel a little bit of a spark that you're hanging out with a guy, you're going to the ice cream shop, and you no way. She liked him from day one, and that's fine.
Okay,
We got a great couple.
I'm not going to die on this hill.
Okay.
Hey, this is Patrick from Phoenix, Arizona. I was calling to talk about Michelle Obama and the workplace romance. I think it's a little bit of both. I think she's voiced sexy. She's being attracted to him, but he's an intern. And like the book said from both their books, they know they can't do it. They have to be careful, but it burns over a slow time. And that's how they meet each other and they love it. I hope my wife goes on the podcast and says great things about me like this. This is fabulous. So good.
Well, it's true. I mean, she's gushing over Barack Obama. But, you know, it is true, the dynamic of working in the same building. I mean, we have people in here who've actually gotten married and been at various stages of relationships, including really bad breakups. And it just happens when people are together all the time. It just does.
Yeah, true. I think we're still waiting for them to catch up. They're still on Denise Richards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can talk about anything you want.
She never healed from Charlie Sheen, so she took all of that toxic and just brought it to her next relationship.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No comment?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
Get
I
into
think
it.
this is pertaining to Luigi. An eye for an eye is not okay, though. If that's okay, then we live in a world like Mad Max.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's true. And again, it's fine for you to say, oh, yeah, do it to healthcare executives. But then the issue is whose ox is getting gored and who's the next person? Who's the next victim?
So we also have your poll for lunch.
Oh, okay. I want to hear.
Salmon bowl, 68%.
Okay.
It's good. It's really good.
No, I know. I kind
You're
of
gonna
wanted
love it.
okay all week, and they keep rejecting it.
This is
Okay, I'll
just
do
as
the-
good, if not better than.
Anakin, salmon bowl, medium rare.
Well, okay.
Medium rare?
Salmon.
You mean
Oh,
medium rare?
I hate salmon. Oh, absolutely.
You can't choose at the market how they sear your salmon.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Well, they have to make it, right?
That's true. I guess it's just you put it in a note, right?
Jackson, this is not a fight you can pick with Harvey. I've learned that before.
I'm told this is not a fight
not
I
for
can
you,
pick with
Eric.
him.
Not for you.
No, definitely medium rare.
He's not in.
I'll tell them.
Yeah.
So good with the pickled onions
see.
and like, oh,
We'll see.
I could live off of that.
Oh,
What?
Do you want? Hey, Harv.
Yeah.
No
What?
Michelle comments. No
Rice on
Michelle
it or no
Obama
rice?
comments.
I'd rather not, or maybe just a little and more
Status, I
vegetables.
love you too, man. Okay.
Just actually no rice, just vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's Derek? Oh, okay.
Wait, what's this about?
Dean Kane.
Dean Kane.
Dean Kane is a big fan of ice, not what you put in a soda. Where are we playing it?
Is that too far? You want to play that?
No, we'll go over here. It's fine. Okay.
Fan of ice.
Why are you standing over there?
Stand over here. Stand right here.
It changes every shot.
I'm not Cecil B. DeMille. I mean, you can kind of fake it, can't you? God, you look so
Bing bong.
Unprofessional.
posed. No, let's pose.
No,
Why
I'm
are
just-
you standing there?
Why are you leaning?
We're having
Yeah.
a fireside chat, man. I'm not supposed to.
Do we have to use Derek on this? He looks lame.
coolest guy out here,
That's
man.
so
I'm a vibe,
mean.
bro.
Well, look at him. Turn. This looks ridiculous.
You love me, dude.
I know.
He and I are like this, man.
He showed a YouTube video with me
That's
yesterday.
right. Now we're tight.
Yeah.
Huh? No. Okay.
You can't even repress a smile.
Okay. So Dean Kane is a big fan of ice, and is actually there used to be an old commercial. The Army wants you, and I think it was Uncle Sam actually that was in the picture, but they had celebrities doing this, and it was a way of recruiting people into the Army. Dean Kane, the former Superman of Lois and Clark, was on Instagram and said he is the pitch man, or one of the pitch men, for people to join ICE. Watch this. Trent, do you have it?
Hey everybody, Dean Kane here. And for those who don't know, I am a sworn law enforcement officer, as well as being a filmmaker. I felt it was important to join with our first responders to help secure the safety of all Americans, not just talk about it. So I joined up. And here's your opportunity to join ICE. You can defend your homeland and get great benefits like a $50,000 signing bonus. Think about that. Student loan repayment legally. Enhanced retirement benefits and special pay for those in the field operations and law enforcement. So if you want to help save America, ICE is arresting the worst of the worst and removing them from America's streets. I like that. I voted for that.
Okay.
They need your help.
So I got to say, at first when I heard it, I thought he was saying he joined ICE because I support it and you should.
Right.
Or I joined the movement and you should join too.
Right, I'm an ICE agent. Just
but he's not.
You can be. He's not.
He's not.
He's not, although they did lift the age cap. But what's interesting is he's leveraging this Superman image because right now there's a Superman movie out that people are calling that's woke Superman because Dave Cornsweet and that movie that was made by James Gunn, he said, look, I'm Superman, but Superman's an immigrant story and it's considered a lefty version of Superman. He's leveraging the old Superman, truth, justice, and the American way for the conservatives. It's really sort of pitting them against each other.
And you know, look, just personal view. I mean, Joe Biden just opened the border, and that was irresponsible. I mean, because look, we have always had quotas for different countries, and it's the way America has always been, and it's been a melting pot with the quotas, and there's been a reason for that. Yeah. And to just say, oh, anybody can come in from certain areas but not other areas, which was the case. Yeah. It went off the rails. So
the tactics are tough.
It needed to be corrected. But to say everybody now, you know, they're criminals and everything else, we are next door to an establishment that got raided by ICE. They raided the taco truck. They raided the establishment, and they're just picking people up off the streets. So they don't know if somebody's a criminal or not. They're just masked people are picking people up off the street.
I can see Mike getting ready. People are terrified though, Mike.
I've seen people play. I've seen dice games outside there, and people pushing.
Okay, but how does that make somebody a criminal?
Well, hold on, Harvey. First of all,
saying
if you enter the country illegally, it's a crime. It's not a civil issue. It's a crime.
I get it, but
period. But are there good people? Absolutely, of course.
But wait a minute, but Babcock, you're right. But when Donald Trump or Dean Kane or anybody says the worst of the worst, they're not talking about people who just simply entered. They're talking about real criminals.
I think Dean is. It's a little shaky there. They're obviously getting more than just the worst.
But Donald Trump said the same thing.
They're scooping up everybody. Period.
We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it with our own eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Harvey, it's Matt from Ottawa, Ontario, and I want to say about this whole Dean Kane thing, you know, this is eye roll territory to me, and it feels like a big old stunt. I don't know if he's doing this because he can't get work as an actor anymore, but he's going to continue to divide the Superman fan base. He's obviously doubling down. But to me, Superman is the ultimate immigrant story, and you know, I think Dean Kane has lost the plot when it comes to Superman, and it's a shame because I was a fan of that Lois and Clark show.
Oh, but hold on. I got to ask you something because this is what bugs me the most. I don't agree with him on this, but I know Dean Kane to be a really nice guy. And why do you have to trash him? You know, he can't get work, and I used to like him because you disagree with him. I'm on this bandwagon now about this, that you just can't say if they don't agree with me, they're my enemy, or I got to trash them. I just have a problem with that.
I feel like he's shoving this down our throats, though, Harvey. I feel like he's coming on a little too strong. He's really pushing the polarizing issues and alienating a whole bunch of fans, and that kind of bothers me.
Well, I like your jacket.
Thanks.
Okay.
Had to get dressed up.
We're going to go down for about 60 seconds. We're changing.
So that's great. I don't, I hope you stay awake though. I don't know if I didn't have people to yell at all day at Daily Wire, I don't know if I'd make it through the day.
Oh, let me tell you, I'm having so much fun with the YouTube audience now. I'm just ranting, and it's the best.
I love the setup. I love the look of it, the camera. I love it. I think it's great.
It's really fun. It is. I am so into the stream. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just get my bearings, and we will start. Big balls. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Of course.
But really,
what
we're
else?
talking about big balls as the poster child for federalizing Washington, D.C.
We go from Sydney Sweeney one week to big balls the next.
See?
Is there parallelism? I don't know. Both sides.
Well, yes, that I can't say. Yes, actually, something immediately comes to mind, but I'm not going to say. Two things now just came to mind. He only sees. Okay, what is his name again? Big Balls? I forgot. He's 23. Is somebody? Yeah, I think he's 23.
He's 19.
19.
Edward Forreston.
Corsten. Okay. And when was the assault? Okay. Here we go. Edward Corsten. Okay. Okay, here we go. Donald Trump now has a poster child for talking about taking over Washington, D.C., the feds taking it over. The poster child is 19-year-old David Corsten. The poster child is 19-year-old Edward Corsten, a.k.a. Big Balls. You may remember him from Doge. Elon Musk hired him, and he was one of the leaders of Doge, this 19-year-old who left. But before he did, he was assaulted on the streets of Washington, D.C. Apparently, there was a carjacking. He got in the middle of it and bloodied, and you see him there on the sidewalk. Donald Trump says crime in D.C. is out of control, and if they don't do something about it, the feds may take over the district. So, is this a, just throwing chum at the MAGA base? Or is it a diversion from Epstein? Or is there any merit to it? Our buddy Michael Knowles from the Daily Wire, I'm sure has an opinion. He joins us all the time, and he is with us now. Michael, welcome back.
Good to be with you, sir. Thanks for having me.
So, look, it's bad what happened to this guy. I don't care what you think about Doge. That should not happen to anybody. But seriously, using him as an example of rampant crime in Washington, D.C. to justify taking over the district, that is extreme.
Well, there's a few things here. First of all, yes, Mr. Big Balls was assaulted. That was very sad. Even though just within the last couple of years, you saw Democrat Rep. Henry Cuellar was carjacked at gunpoint by the U.S. Capitol. This isn't even the worst part of D.C. You had, around the same time, Naomi Biden, the granddaughter of the then president, was carjacked. This is a Secret Service vehicle. One of the agents actually got shots off, and that was in Georgetown. That's the richest, nicest part of D.C. So crime has become a big problem there. The thing you got to understand from the framing, though, is the federal government cannot take over D.C. because the federal government already controls D.C. That's been true since the Constitution was ratified. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, I think it is, that the federal government controls, Congress specifically, controls D.C. in all cases whatsoever. So Congress and to some degree the president directly controlled D.C. until about 1973. Then 1973, they give home rule. So there's a mayor. There's a little bit more of an opportunity for local.
Okay, but let me stop you. He could eliminate the mayor. He could eliminate the police department, put in the National Guard.
He should.
And that's what he's talking.
He absolutely should.
But here's the deal, Michael. Crime is down there. And if you look it up, and I looked it up
today. Crime is down since when?
Crime is down over the last 3 years.
Crime is down over the last 1 year. Now, crime had a huge spike. So crime was down. You had a massive spike in the 1990s. I mean, it was completely insane. That was true in a lot of cities in America.
Right.
Then you had crime decline. Then you had a massive spike peaking in about 2023. So you're right, Harvey. Crime has gone down a little bit over the last 12 months or so.
No, it's not a little.
I mean,
it's
a huge
significant.
spike through 23.
It's right, but during COVID and post-COVID, there was crime everywhere, and you know that. So yeah, D.C. wasn't unlike other places, but it's gone down. So why?
A little bit in the last 12 months.
But it's going in the right direction. It's going in the right direction.
Okay, I'm glad it's been a good year, but tell that to Henry Cuellar, tell that to Naomi Biden.
You can say that in any city.
I was with a U.S. senator one time. I was in a nice part of town by the White House. A U.S. senator got his car broken into, had his briefcase stolen. Tell that to Big Balls next time you talk to Big Balls.
Hey, I was in D.C. when in my 20s, and I had 3 guys chasing me with guns. So I know what you're talking about. But it happens. It happens in Beverly Hills. It just. It does.
Sure.
It does.
I would say, I guess it's gotten particularly bad in D.C. You're right. It's gotten a little better over the last 12 months. But to me, the issue is even broader than that. What does the Constitution say? You know, my friends on the left, even the ones who hate Trump, they say they love the Constitution. Well, the Constitution says Congress controls D.C. And so you had for 100 years, well over 100 years, you had Congress and the presidency controlling D.C. The president, specifically for about 100 years, appointed a mayor or a governor of D.C. So there was a little local rule, but it was still run by the president. So the notion that D.C. runs itself is a very modern notion. It started with Richard Nixon, one of his few mistakes, and it hasn't worked out very well, even beyond the crime.
Have you ever seen the National Guard run a city before? Ever? No, have you ever?
No. I want to see Trump run a city, but you got to remember that
Trump may run a city.
Or Congress.
Trump may run a city via the National Guard. Do you want that? Do you want the National Guard running a city or a district anywhere in America? Because it hasn't happened
I want them running the national district. You got to remember, Harvey, Washington, D.C.
National
is not like
Guard.
New York or L.A. This is a federal district. It's not part of a state. It's meant to be run by the federal government.
Michael, people live there. I know it's a district, but people live there. It's a residential area. Largely. So, yeah, it's not just the Washington Monument. There are hundreds of thousands of people who live in the district. Do you want
Yes,
the national?
I do. I absolutely
How
do,
is that
Harvey.
going to look?
Because
How is that going to look to the
It's
rest
going to
of the
look like
world.
a federal district, which is what the framers of our Constitution wanted, and it's how it looked until 1973. You got to remember, it was pretty recent that you had home rule there. So there can be lower degree police forces than just the National Guard, but it's got to be under the purview of the federal government
It's
because
going to look
Washington,
like
D.C.
an
does not just belong to the
occupied
residents.
city. It's going to look like an occupied city.
No,
You
it's just
know that.
owned by the federal government. It's not occupied by, it's currently being occupied by, I suppose, a local population as opposed to who it actually belongs to, which is the American people. And this gets to the deeper point beyond the crime, Harvey. You know, I think most Americans, that's our district. It doesn't belong to Maryland, doesn't belong to Virginia, doesn't belong to Mayor Bowser. That's our district, we the people. And I think there's been a lot going on in D.C. that the American people don't like. We don't like the Black Lives Matter monuments. We don't like the pride flags everywhere. We don't like the radical leftism. We don't like that. It's a federal district. If you don't like it, move.
We who?
We, the people, most of whom elected Donald Trump in November.
Am I a person?
You're a person.
Okay, well,
and you get a little bit of a say in D.C., even though you don't
I
live
have
there.
no problem with Black Lives Matter monuments and gay pride flags. I have no problem with it. I'm a person. You're acting like everybody is the same. And you
No,
have
I'm just saying that most of the people who voted in November don't like that stuff, and Trump ran against it, and they ought to have a say in their federal government and in their federal district.
It's what percentage did he get?
He got the popular vote.
What was the vote?
The popular vote
And
was,
what was that?
slightly higher than the vote for Kamala Harris,
So what-
even though the presidency is not decided by the popular
So
vote.
half the
It shows
country,
you the
so half
overwhelming
the
support.
country disagrees with you.
Yes, about half the country.
And let everybody live their life and don't start pulling monuments and flags. Come on. And by the way,
listen, Harvey, the American right is not the group that's been toppling the monuments.
I
That's
get
been
it.
the left
No,
for the
no,
past
no.
15
and
years.
and I agree with you there, too. I understand, to some extent, I understand that. But, Michael, these are not interlopers. They're people who live in the district. I mean,
Yeah, they live there, but it doesn't belong to. It's not like other cities or other districts. So look, if they want to live in a place that operates like a normal state, they're free to move there. But they don't have the right to overrule the Constitution or 250 years of American precedent. That's how it is. Listen, if you want to amend the Constitution, Harvey, be my guest. Try to call a constitutional convention or a convention of the states. But for now, I want that district run by not only the person that it should be run by, which is the Congress and the president, but also by a very competent government. And I don't think anyone would accuse the D.C. government locally of being competent.
God, I love arguing with you. I just do. Michael Knowles' show airs every day on Daily Wire Plus. Michael, we will see you soon. Thanks.
Great to be with you, Harvey. See you next time.
Okay. You want to make that E, or where do you want to put it? You want E or?
Go for
C?
it. I was going to let you go around.
Okay. What's up, Jackson? No, I love arguing. You know that. I love arguing. I do. It tests you. It keeps you sharp.
We dropped a poll saying...
Right, you hate it? No, I really like it. Yeah.
We dropped a poll saying, should Trump take over running Washington, D.C.? 68% said no.
Yeah.
Clearly. Right?
I mean, the idea of having the National Guard as the police force, it just smacks of a dictatorship.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Brooke is in the room.
I think we have an interview coming up right now.
Hey, Brooke, it's Harvey. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Thank you so much for doing this. I know you're going through a lot, and I'm really sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Harvey.
I really mean that.
I know you do. I know you know me and the truth.
I've known you for a long time, and man, I got to tell you, you are such an example of, people say on the surface, you look at this famous, good-looking family, and they have means and everything else, and everybody says, oh, things are perfect. And you have to kind of live that kind of, illusion where people believe that, and things are not perfect. And I'm just really sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Don't make me cry before this starts.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
Because I really feel it.
I really appreciate that. Thank you, Harvey.
Yeah, Brooke, so we have an intro that we're going to do. This is going to lead the show, but
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to make you wait while I do the intro. So we're going to get just right into it with you, and then I'll do the intro later, okay?
Okay, I'll follow you, whatever you need.
Okay.
Did you want to cut Michael for the site?
I don't know. They can make a decision.
He said make a
Yeah.
decision. Okay, I'll go ahead and send him
Okay.
out.
Here we go. Joining us right now is Hulk Hogan's daughter, Brooke. And Brooke has been through a lot. She was not at the funeral yesterday, but she has reasons, and she is going to talk about that and a lot more. Brooke, welcome to TMZ Live.
Hey, Harvey, thank you for having me on.
First of all, I know this is a really difficult time for you for many reasons, and I'm really sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. My heart is racing out of my chest right now, and I'm feeling a plethora of emotions. So I'm going to try to get through this as professionally as I can.
Well, let's start with the funeral. So you chose not to go, and I know you really haven't had contact with your dad in the last 2 years of his life. So let's start off with why you chose not to go.
I think to get to the funeral, you have to start at the beginning. You know, I'm embarrassed that it's even come to this. You know, I have a life, I have 2 kids, I have a job, I have a business. I have been trying to live quietly and peacefully. And the only reason my face is on TV right now is because I have had to constantly battle false claims. The first one being Brooke didn't come to her dad's wedding. Why? Oh, well, Brooke is estranged from her dad. Why? And it's like, I always say 2 things can be true, right? I can love my dad, which is the absolute God's honest truth. I love my father. I love that picture of us. I love my dad. But my dad and I have been through a lot of stuff over the years. If you want to give it a quick Google, anybody can find out the hurt that has happened to me throughout the years. And I've forgiven, and I've always put my dad first. That's my daddy. People know, as a woman, a father-daughter bond is so strong, even more so than a mother-daughter bond, you know, and I love my mom, but my dad and I were very close, very, very close. And I've been through a lot of things with him. Surgeries, lots and lots of surgeries, a lot more surgeries than what's happened in the last 2 years. We've been through a lot. I've forgiven a lot. I've been by his side through everything. Even if I haven't gotten the whole truth, even if I have been a little bit misled, I have still had his back.
So I know this happened a while ago, but when the sex tape came out, and when you initially had supported him and apparently didn't necessarily know everything that was in it, particularly the references to boyfriends of yours using racial epithets. How big a role did that play in this estrangement?
Well, I still get nasty comments that I have to hide, you know, regarding I'm sure Hulk's glad she's not dating a black guy now, you know. I mean, I'm still getting it, you know, and through that whole sex tape drama, everybody focused on Hulk said the N-word and you know, this whole thing, and we're fighting for this amendment and, you know, privacy and, you know, big hero movement. But I never got a direct apology for that. That was extremely embarrassing for me. You know, the money that he was pumping into my career, there's a lot more behind that, that a lot of people don't know. You know, and what is really confusing me right now, and I think the core of what we're here to talk about, is whoever is spinning this negative narrative about me, trying to get ahead or discredit me, or whatever they're trying to do. What I've been hearing it's so false, it's laughable, and it's making me mad, and it only tells me that their golden goose is gone. relied on my father for nothing financially. I have my own job. My husband has a job. We do not have any money coming in from my father since I was 18 years old. And everybody else relied on him for a paycheck. And now that golden goose is gone. So I don't know if I'm their emotional, guilty punching bag, or if they are afraid of what I know, because I know a lot that I don't talk about. I know a lot. And, it's pathetic. And it's disgusting, to be honest. And I don't really know who's spinning these things, but, one of the things was Hulk sent gifts that Brooke returned. Let me tell you something, brother. No pun intended. My dad was not one to put things in a box and tape it up and take it to UPS. My dad sent flowers. That was his thing. Nick and Tana sent us beautiful little baby gifts when our kids were born. They had our address. No gifts came here. No flowers came here, and you can't return flowers, okay? So that's number one. Number two, this begging for forgiveness. Me and my dad have had multiple conversations where he said sorry, and he never specifically said for what. I really actually had hoped that we could have actually delved a little deeper on that, like, sorry for what, Dad? Like because a lot of these things really hurt me, and I do want to talk about them. But in my heart, I didn't want to embarrass him further. I didn't want to make him suffer more. So I kind of just swallowed it and was like, you know what, that's my dad, whatever, just keep it moving. And I looked back through my dad's text messages today before this interview. I looked back through our text messages, all kind. Always I love yous, always here's some funny pictures from the past, Dad, I love you. Me and my dad were always respectful to each other, always kind and loving to each other. Where the real cincher came in were phone calls that we had. And me not attending the wedding with Sky had nothing to do with Sky, and had nothing to do with me being worried about her being affiliated with Scientology. That is a fear. I don't know where she stands in that. That's a fear of mine, obviously, if she is involved. But that's not, she said she left. So I'm like, hey, Dad, if you believe her, that's cool. She's super nice. Her kids are darling and sweet. I got along with her little girl, Layton. She's just the sweetest little doll baby. You can't even imagine. Really good children, which I think is a reflection on her as a mother. But the Scientology thing was a little bit like, okay, that's scary, My dad said he was never going to get married. When Steve asked for my hand in marriage, my dad's words were, just as long as you guys are good together or good to each other, but I'll never do it again. So his whole thing was, I'm not going to get married. And we had conversations, private conversations that I put on speakerphone for my husband to hear. Because I said, I need you to hear this, because I have a feeling one day I'm going to be painted as crazy. And this is going to come up out of the woodwork. And so I just had a women's intuition. And we had talked multiple times. One time Steve was in the car, me and Steve and my dad were in the car. And he was saying a few unsavory things about Sky. And me and Steve were kind of like, Dad, that's kind of, not nice.
When he was married to her?
No, when they were dating. And he called me and he would talk about arguments they had and had talked, and I'm sorry, Sky, if you're watching this, my dad confided in some issues that you guys were having. And he asked me, I think they had broken up once before and then they got back together. And he was kind of telling me, there was a worry in his voice. And he was like, I just don't know. I'm not sure about this. And I said, well, why don't you just end it? I said, and this is me just being candid. I said, Dad, you got more money than God. You can date whoever you want. Why don't you just spend your money while you're alive? He was like, oh, I got your kids set up. I'm like, spend your money while you're alive. I got a job. I'm good. We all know money does not buy happiness. We had a ton of it and our family was a disaster. I said, spend your money while you're alive. No big deal. But I said, just, don't get married. You can date whoever you want. You can do whatever you want. Just enjoy your life. Me and Steve are moving back. This is the time in life. I have a text message where I said, Dad, you've made certain choices, right? Our family has imploded however many times. I said, now is the chance to start anew. You're getting older. You don't have nothing to prove to anybody. Let's just ride off into the sunset. Let's go on the boat. Let's whatever. Like me and Jennifer, his second wife, had gotten him through a ton of surgeries and really truly had him in a good spot. And, you know, he was one to kind of push the limits a little bit. One of the last surgeries resulted in him pushing too hard in the gym. And he tore his shoulder muscle, and then that turned into MRSA, and then it turned into something else, and we got him through that. And I was like, Dad, we're finally like, everything's fine, you know? And if you're having issues with this particular lady, I said, you know, keep it light, end it, whatever. I said, blame it on me. You know, when my dad was gonna marry Jennifer, he told her, if my kids don't like you, I can't marry you. I said, use the same excuse, say I don't like her. That's not the truth. I mean, she was sweet to me, but you know, I was like, Dad, I have your back. You know, just say, my kids don't want me to get married, or you know, whatever. I got, you know, it's, you know, it seemed like a very probable, you know, reason to not get married. And he said she was kind of like pushing the marriage thing hard, which any woman would. I pushed the marriage thing hard when I dated Steve for 1.5 years. I don't blame her, you know. But he was just feeling uneasy, and he said something to me that really took me aback. And he said, if I broke up with her, it'd be bad. And I said, what do you mean by that? It would be bad. And he goes, I don't want to get into it, you know? So then we exchanged a couple text messages. Hey, Daddy, good morning, Daddy. How are you? I love you. You know, here's some funny pictures from the past. Oh, you're really taking me down memory lane, whatever. I've got it all on my phone. And then I got another call from him, and I was starting to, and we had gone back and forth a little bit on text that was kind of, like I said, respectful disagreements, where I was like, you know, Dad, this is a chance to make a new da-da-da. And he kind of shot back at me like, well, I haven't approved of who you've dated. And it was like tit for tat. And I was like, okay, like this is childish. Like, and it was making me cry. It was like, there were hurtful things that he kind of said. And there were a couple things that, you know, I was working on a house for him, and one of the contractors witnessed an interaction between me and my dad, and he texted me, the contractor texted me and said, are you okay, kid? That hurt me watching what I saw. So my dad had become a little bit calloused in his old age, and that's okay. You know,
Well, but that's kind of what I want to ask you as I hear you. There were a lot of issues between you and your dad, and it sounds very complicated. And I'm glad you were able to talk about all of this. Does it bother you that you're never going to get closure with him by not seeing him or interacting with him or him interacting with you? That it sounds like, you know, he would apologize but not give reasons for what he was apologizing for, or things were unresolved with various things that happened, including his last marriage. But now he's gone. And does this haunt you, or do you say, you know, it's just the way it was and kind of put it to rest? Is this going to bother you for the rest of your life?
No, actually, because my dad, I know for a fact, my dad knows how much I love him. My dad knows I would run through a burning building for him. I would call him every day, every other day. We'd talk, we'd leave voicemails. You know, I was my dad's running mate. When, you know, he'd pick me up from school, we'd go to sushi alone together. You know, I mean, my dad was confiding in me before he married Sky. Like, he wasn't confiding in anybody else. He was confiding in me. Me and him were like best friends. And my dad knew, even with, you know, and this is the thing, is the estrangement is a boundary, right? So I didn't like certain people that he was around. It wasn't Sky. It was a number of people that I did not trust, that I had seen behavior in. And I said, Dad, flashing yellow signs like, hey, this is messed up. Like, are you going to do anything about it? And my dad was never alone. He was always with someone. And most of those people I did not like, and I did not get good energy from, and I didn't want to be around. And he kind of gave me the sentiment of like, well, I guess you have to live your life and I have to live mine. And that was kind of how it was left. And it was almost like, you know, I love you, you love me. We have different beliefs and different, you know, opinions on things, but like, we're good. Me and my dad are good. Like, we're good.
Well, okay,
I love
okay.
my dad, he loves me.
If you're good and you love each other, which I believe, You made a decision that you want no part of his will. You do not want to be a beneficiary. You mentioned a few minutes ago that he has more money than God. Given the fact that he did love you, and I don't know what his will says, but if he decided he wanted you to share in what he had, why reject that?
For a number of reasons. I think it wasn't obviously not a test. But my dad should have known that when the truth is, my dad might not even know that I asked to be off the will because I texted his money manager, and his money manager and his people may have taken me off the will without him even knowing. Who even knows? This is the issue, that I had, was never knowing the truth because of the people that were around him. So who knows? Maybe he did know. Let's just say he knew and he took me off the will, whatever. My reasons, number one, that goes to show you I'm not in it for the money. I don't care. I'm more concerned about you. The biggest reason, though, why I asked to be off of the will was because I know my family, and I know if Sky, who, from what I know, allegedly is still in good standings with Scientology after my dad passes, and she still has her Scientologist family and Scientology backing. I don't want to fight that. And not that I would have to fight that. I don't even think Sky would be a problem with me. But
if it's not a problem, why not roll with it if he leaves you in the will? If he did leave you in the will, and they end up calling you and saying, Brooke, you just inherited X, whatever that money is, would you accept it?
Right now, if somebody said that,
yeah,
I would be shocked. I would be grateful. I'd say, oh my gosh, I can't believe my dad would do that, but he didn't. So these are hypothetical things.
Do you know what the will? Because I don't know what the will says. Do you?
No, I don't. But I
so
know.
What if he did leave you something, because there clearly was love between the two of you? So what if he did?
I'll tell you this: I wouldn't know, because the only word that I have to go on is his people. So I hired a power of attorney to call and find out what was going on, because there was a small trust I was on that we're going to put towards our kids' college funds. And I had my power of attorney look into that, and then he had to talk to Terry McCoy, my dad's money manager, and then the estate planner or whatever it is. And they said, no, Brooke is 100% completely off the will. So that's all I know. That's the words I have to go off of. I don't know I have no plans of digging deeper because I didn't care about the money. That's the truth. If there is something there, maybe my brother would have the heart to tell me, or I don't really know. But the point of taking myself off the will, getting back to that, was, if Scientology were a thing, which I don't think Sky would present a problem if she were like a full-blown Scientologist, but I just know how my family is, and I've seen how certain members of my family go after money. And I see how they fight over money and how they turn on each other over money. And I said, if and when my dad dies, this is going to be, pardon my French, a show. And I want no part of it, because I have already had to witness my dad go through 15 years of legal battles, depositions. Our whole life has been lawsuits. All I want to do is be at the beach with my babies and my husband and do my own thing. Leave me alone. That's all I want.
Are you at peace?
I'm at peace. The only thing that makes me sad is, now I'm getting crapped on for not going to funerals and services and stuff like that, when my dad told me specifically multiple times, just burn me up and put me in the back of the ocean behind my house. That's where my dad is. I want to be in the Gulf. I want to be with my dad. I don't want he didn't like the morbidity of funerals. He hated it. And quite honestly, if he knew he were being carted around for 2 weeks for show, with people that didn't really know him, celebrities and stuff, that I'm like, how well did you really know them? Is this for my dad, or is this for everybody else? So, hate to be a biatch about it, but, my dad wanted to be cremated and put in the ocean. And the closest way I could get to him was to put my feet in the ocean with my children. And that is, I'm standing by that, and that is my God's honest truth.
Brooke, you know, at peace or not, it's got to be hard. And I'm sorry again. And I really, really appreciate you giving me the time. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and I just want to say that whatever representative from that camp continues to spew these lies, if they want to keep going, grab your best hold, grab your best lawyers, because I'm ready to go. Because I'm done with it. I'm done. This is ridiculous. I know too much. I've been through too much. I'm not to be played with. This is not. I'm done. So it better stop. I want to get back to my life. I want to get back to my children who, for this last 2 weeks, has not been able to have the full attention of their mom and dad. We don't have babysitters and nannies and people parading around here. I need to spend time with my kids. I am a nervous wreck. I haven't eaten. I haven't slept. This is ridiculous that this has gone to this point of this war of words. And that's why I'm here with you, Harvey, to put it to rest. My dad has finally been put to rest. Leave him alone, leave me alone, and let the poor man go to heaven and just end it. Stop coming after me. I'm not the one you want to come after.
Brooke, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Harvey. Thank you.
Wow. Oh, boy, Brooke, thank you again. That's just rough hearing it, I'll tell you.
I mean, it's bullshit. This is just out of control.
Well, I hope you feel like you were able to say what you wanted to say, because that was pretty impactful.
I appreciate you giving me the space to say it, because this has been so time consuming. I mean, our phones have been back and forth. Poor Devin. I mean, that guy is just a sweetheart.
No, Devin's great. Devin's great.
I feel like Devin understands my pain and he knows who I am. And he's like, hey, just FYI, like, this is coming out. Like, do you want to say anything? Like, he's had my back, you know, because the truth is like, oh my God, Harvey, these people that were around my dad, just bad. He told me, I wish we would have said this on air. He told me, I was standing in his kitchen. He told me, we're not being recorded anymore, are we?
Well, hold on. Are we, can we just kill? Yeah. Well, just audio down. Audio down.